Mm, mm, okay. Let's see. Let's see who they won. Let's see. Let's see who they won.
It's time to see who they want. I'ma kick back and roll me a blunt with the culture. We know it's trending. It's over. I can't respect your feelings. I touch your shoulder. Fuck your feelings. We the culture. We know who they want. Who they want. We know who they want. Who they want.
Podcast disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed on Live with DJ Steady and Company are those of the host and guest and do not necessarily reflect the official policies or positions of any affiliated organizations or sponsors. This podcast contains real conversations, unfiltered language, and personal opinions. Listeners' discretion is advised. Content is intended for entertainment, education, and inspiration purposes only, and should not be considered professional advice. For guidance specific to your situation, please consult a qualified professional. By listening to this podcast, you agree that host and guests are not liable for any decisions made based on the content shared. Thank you and enjoy the show.
Hey,
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know that crazy podcast show that the one that do everything that they don't do. Like have commercial breaks and have like these really incredible guests. You know what I'm saying? And they got this really great host. You know what I'm saying? He's a DJ amongst men. Mr. Steady. Are you ready? Yeah, that's me. You know what I'm saying? I'm back in the building, and I'm here with one of the guys that he's a man of the people. You know what I'm saying? He gets the job done. Shout out to Black Utopia. He out here making major moves. You know what I'm saying? He's a personal friend of mine, but he's also a great businessman. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the one, the only, Mr. Jonathan Coleman. How you
definitely,
doing, brother?
man. Thank you for having me on the show. It's an honor and pleasure to be here.
Indeed, indeed, man. It's been a long time coming. We've known each other for the past several years. You know what I'm saying? I can give the credit to, a lot of business we have conducted, got a lot of successful content created on behalf of you. And I just want to give you your flowers, man, for doing such a
Thank
wonderful
you.
job.
Yeah, so for all y'all listening, a lot of the guests that you had that's been on the show back when he did the other show on StreamYard and the one he's doing now, a lot of the guests came through me, So yeah, I did a lot of the booking on the show. So now it's time for y'all to meet the man behind a lot of the concepts and the amazing guests.
Indeed. Indeed, man. So go ahead and, like you said, continue to tell people, what you do about branding and all these great immaculate things. 'Cause, back when I'm still Mr. Who They Want, but back when I was running the Who They Want train, it was all gas, no brakes. You send an email, and I would just give
Yes,
you the green
sir.
light.
Yes, sir. Because everybody I brought to you is quality. Had a lot of amazing guests. Big V of the Nappy Roots. Mark Cummings, has a lot of movies on Amazon Prime. Ghanaian artist, Afrobeat artist Twicey, who's big over in Ghana,
Yeah.
but he's making his waves over here in the States as well. So yeah, I've made it happen. Yes. And again, my name is Jonathan Coleman for all the listeners of the Media Blast PR, public relations specialist number one. And just to keep it real, public relations is kind of dying because of social media. A lot of people don't get in the newspapers and in these these other traditional media outlets anymore. So now they're hiring influencers and things like that. But I refuse to go away. I'm just reinventing myself and getting into social media spaces. So with for traditional publicists, traditional public relations agents and specialists, we making a transition. We over on social media. Forget the newsletter, forget the newspapers in the in the terrestrial radio stations and things like that. Podcasters, influencers, live streamers, Twitchers, all that's the new media. Ain't nobody reading the newspaper anymore. People barely reading blogs now.
No.
So it's all about the new media. And I'm just connecting people with the new media.
Indeed. And I just want to say this. I know um, watching the stuff that the president, has been doing. And, we're not going to get into politics, but I just want to say this. I saw that he had, something to do with the late night with Stephen Colbert show. now being canceled. So now he's on a mission to get rid of late night talk shows has now become a new thing. And I'm like, man, what is that? And then you got to ask yourself as a podcaster, like, I don't think it really affects us because, there is no company behind us unless you get picked up by
Mhm.
somebody. Then that's a different thing. But I'm like, this is that time right now where everybody needs to pick up a mic and start voicing their opinions.
Exactly. But let me ask you. So you said Obama's doing this, or who knows? You said Trump. Trump doing that. Yeah. Why I say Obama?
Oh, yeah.
'Cause I could have sworn I read.
Right, you like me. We still believe in our
Yeah,
president
yeah.
still black
Trump.
scenario. It's okay.
Yeah, because a lot of those, a lot of those late night talk shows, they're liberal, and I mean, I'm not saying one way or another, but they attack Trump, so Trump wants him out of here. But however, what I think is, I don't think it's necessarily the president doing it on his own. People aren't watching late night talk shows anymore. People are on YouTube. People are on live streaming on Instagram and stuff now. People don't really watch Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Stephen Colbert and
Kimmel,
all these people.
Jimmy Kimmel,
I
Conan
love Conan O'Brien
O'Brien.
too. By the way, I love Conan O'Brien. I love Seth Meyers. Well, I like Seth Meyers as a comedian. I don't really like his show like that. But yeah, it's
There
like
you go.
you know what I'm saying? Nobody's sitting around watching this. I hope they don't get rid of Saturday Night Live. I know that's not really a late night talk show, but it's still on it's still on the regular networks. I love that sketch comedy show, and I just hope they don't get rid of that. But yeah, I mean, people don't. I think it's just a sign of the times. People aren't sitting around back in the day when Johnny Carson and David Letterman, Jay Leno used to
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
That was their podcast back then. People used to sit around and watch them. Now they sit around and watch guys like you. You know what I mean? You run it. You run late night. You're the new king of late night, DJ Steady.
You've heard it. You've heard him say it, ladies and gentlemen. I
Yes,
will take that. DJ Steady, are you ready for this assignment? Yes, I am,
definitely,
coach.
definitely. Also, I want to say too, I noticed that your settings, you have it on private or you have it on friends only or something like that on Facebook. You think you change
Uh,
it right quick?
let's see.
Because I was
Let's see
sharing it
if I
before
can
the
get that
show and
thing.
I noticed it. I want to make sure more people. I want to make sure we get
Yeah,
the biggest reach we can get. You know,
that's what I'm talking about. It should be available.
yeah. Because I think
I'm gonna share, do a quick little share. Apologize for the brief
Oh yeah,
intermission,
we're gonna
ladies and
keep the show
gentlemen.
going as we check
Um,
it. You know what I mean? But like I was saying, you're the
okay,
new king of the late night. When we go public with it, I'm gonna say it again too, so the new listeners can see it. You know, I don't know. I know I can't change it on my end. It might.
right. I was doing it from my mobile device. Like there used to be just click the three dots thing and then do it like that, but for some reason, I guess it's doing some sort of update. It don't give me that, but it's supposed to be set on
Okay,
public,
okay.
so it should allow you to do what needs to be done. Because I see 5 shares has
Yeah,
already
I
been done
did those,
prior
but
to.
yeah, I'll
Okay,
go back to it.
gotcha. Nah, I appreciate the help. It takes that's what I be talking about in this industry. Each one reach one. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Support is free, love is free, and I'm like this. It's like your favorite album. Them you can get your favorite album, and then it might be a couple songs on it. You be like, that might not be of my taste, but it's still a
Yeah.
great album. So that's what I do with my content. It might be one day I might do something. You might be like, nah, steady. Today wasn't just for me, but I love what you are doing. And that's what I keep trying to do. You gotta keep giving the people what they
Mhm.
want.
Absolutely. And I'm glad you keep giving the people what they want, man. You have a lot of great guests, a lot of great topics. You know, yeah, you're doing it great, man. But yeah, back to the late night thing. It's just people aren't the new generation that's coming up. They don't care about, late night. They don't care about Jimmy Fallon and all that, you know?
Right. And it's just like you say, it's the signs of time thing. People want everything, so microwavable, hands on. Nobody wants to, nobody hardly up trying to watch late night TV now because you're tired and drained from, trying to work and provide for your family all day. And, however you get your content, like I said, it's all love here. But I just feel like now in this present moment, it's not the time to be silent.
Exactly. And I also want to say, too, with all that, the type of content that they're making, regardless of when it comes on, It takes a lot to produce those shows. I hear they put millions of dollars behind that stuff. Meanwhile, it's guys that are on Twitch who stream who have millions of viewers, and they have very low production costs. There's YouTubers that make more money than some of these. They
Absolutely.
have more listeners and viewers and followers than Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel and all them. So it's really, I mean, these networks, they have to scale it if they want to keep late night going. They're going to have to do a new version of it. They can't have 20 writers. They got 20 writers and have one joke on the shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Terrible.
20 writers and key grips and production assistants and 50 cameras. Meanwhile, it's somebody that just flipped their smartphone around and did a 15-minute show and made a lot of money off of Google. You know what I'm saying?
You need to be taking advice from them. That's who you need to be taking advice from. And that's just, like you said, we come from a different time period of days where it did take a lot of that to make it, run. But, now that you take a step into the future, like you said, all it takes now for that one viral moment is to just pull out your phone and press a record button there, and there go your media and your mass team of 20
Mhm.
something people right there in the palm of your
Amen,
hand.
amen. And also with the guests, they don't really have. I mean, nobody. I'm glad it's like that now, but people don't really care about celebrities anymore. Not really, not like they used to. I remember people used to go, "Oh, I wonder what this celebrity doing." They don't care. It's like people that go viral. You know who the new celebrities are? The plumber guy from the balloon pop show. That guy. They're the new celebrities. The guys who do that fart on camera and the women that show their feet on OnlyFans. Those are the people that are the new celebrities. They don't care about these old school actors, and nobody cares.
You're you're really
Yeah.
telling the truth because, before I got in contact with you, like I had a guy that would send me, like I had Tommy Chong and all these other people. I've had John Stewart, the one who directed Mighty Morphin
Mhm.
Power Rangers, and I thought that was like a really great moment. But just like you just said, you could have all these great immaculate guess, and then people will go, "When they hot?" First thing they're gonna say is, "When they hot like 20 some years ago," or you
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, "What are they doing now that's gonna interest me now?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"They're still alive. They still have stories to share." Like I'm getting y'all highlights into the moments we enjoyed and bringing it to the forefront. And plus, as a fan of their artistry, I'm getting to talk to my idols in
Mhm.
a sense.
Yeah, I've done interviews with Pros of the Fugees, and the reaction is now which one? Now I know Wyclef and I know Lauren. Now which one is he? The third one. Uh, you can go on YouTube and check some of these interviews out. But it's like I've done interviews with Avant, R&B singer Avant, um, things like, and it's the same reaction. It's like, oh, that's the guy with that record. Yeah, you don't know who that is? Kinda. I think I do. Like it's just a new generation. Like a lot of people, they want to know who the it person is right now. And the it person is right now is whoever cursed out a woman on a balloon pop show or whoever did something crazy on TikTok. You know.
Yeah, and it hurts now because when you're trying to build a brand and a media presence,
Mhm.
you would think that, you know, hey, look at me. I got, Master P and I'm sitting down having a conversation with the Jonathan Coleman and people goes like, "Okay, so what do he do?" you know, "Oh, he sent you a couple people." I think and then there goes, "I think I watched that show." "Oh, so that's where you get him from?" Like, and it's just crazy because again, there's a new generation being
Mhm.
ushered in, and people, for one, they're not educated on who these
Yep.
people are, what they've contributed to, the industry. And for two, if you're not talking about something ratchet or totally crazy, or you're not pulling out their dirtiest scandals, then what are
I
they
was just
listening
about to
to?
say that. Like a lot of people care more about the stories than they do about the people. They care about what they do. Why, they care more about that. I think you can get away with positive stuff if somebody's like educating people, not in a boring way, especially if they're educating people on how to get money, or dating advice. That's one thing I'm sick of. I'm sick of all these dating advice channels. Like the men do this and the women do that, this gender war stuff. Everybody has that content. I get sick of it. Everybody sucks. Yeah.
Well, he said it here, folks. He said it. So just know he will not be tuning in to the days that I give relationship advice.
Oh, I'm
You
gonna do
heard
it
it
just
here.
because you giving it. I want to see what you got to say about it.
Oh, I'm no Kevin Samuels,
Rest
believe
in
me.
peace to the Godfather. Oh man.
Man, this is great, man. I love what you do, right? Like what people also don't know is you're a man of the community. You give back to your peoples, man. That's something I think is really great that you don't get a lot of notoriety from. It's easy for you to sit here and give your whole catalog of what you do on the PR side, but when you're talking about the humanitarian side, that's where the camera flip needs to be
Yes,
for you.
man. Yeah, I've been out in the community. You've been seeing me. A lot of different. Now, Blacktopia is not an organization itself in that way, but what we do is we partner a lot with the nonprofits and a lot of the humanitarians, people that do stuff in the community. We partner up with what they already have going on, so they need some extra helping hands. Because sometimes it's hard to get volunteers. It's hard to get people to come out and do what they need to do. So Blacktopia, we come in, we provide people for them, or we come in ourselves and just if we need to feed some people, we need to hand out some stuff. That's what we do. But also, I just want to kind of set the record straight. We put a lot of that on social media. Now, first of all, I do want to say this part first. A lot of those organizations do hire me for my PR services, so I do get the press releases out. I do bring out the media people to kind of cover it, get footage on the people who run the organizations, things like that. But I do want to say, I know people say, man, why don't y'all just give? Why you got to show the cameras and like that? But it's not about showing that we're doing stuff. It's about showing the people y'all need to get involved and showing how you can get involved. Because if they don't never see that, they're not going to know. A lot of people want to know, how can I help? How can I give out? And so we do this stuff so we can get more people, we can enroll more people. We don't show everything, but we just show the stuff that we need to show stuff that people need to know so they can have the information. They may know people who need the help, and they see the information up on the screen, whatever we're doing, or they see the promotions, the flyers, so they can tell people, hey, they're giving away baby clothes at such and such. Hey, they give, if you ain't ate nothing, they're giving away canned goods, giving away canned goods here and there, and whatever the address is. So that's why we do it. We're not doing it to pat ourselves on the back, or that's my back not here, but we don't do that to show people that, but we do that to create awareness so people can come on out and they can help and support too. And then we cut them cameras off and get straight into the trenches. We cut the cameras off and get our hands dirty. So yeah, that's what we do. I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, it's clarification is definitely needed in because if people don't know, then they make the wrong assumptions and you become villainized for, doing something good. So I'm glad you take this space to want to clarify that to all the people around the world. They need to
Oh
know
yes.
that, and I've followed it for years. Like I can tell when a person is genuinely doing something versus when somebody's trying to just make a quick buck out of it. And believe me, I don't see you doing it as a cash grab.
Definitely. It's definitely not. And I do want to say, I only get involved with stuff that I actually can get behind. So it's genuine. Like, I'm not saying that some of these causes are not worth it, but sometimes I'm not educated on what they're doing, or it's something that doesn't touch me. So I don't want to do anything if my heart's not in it either. I may recommend them to other people, like,
Right.
hey, I know people that could use the help or that want to give help, so I just slide them their way. But a lot of the community initiatives and things that I get involved in, they're things that I can really get behind and really put my hands on. You know.
Absolutely, man. That's incredible. I salute that, man. And one of the things I do wanted to kind of, give you like my humblest thanks is for always kind of being like not aggressive, but you've always been that check-in brother. Like you genuinely check in on me personally when I was going through my health journey. You was one of the voices that was like, "Hey, man, I get it. You're going through a life-changing experience. That's okay. You're human. I'm here for you, brother." And then you was like, but don't stop, still being the who they want guy. Don't stop getting on the mic, enhancing your vision. And I was like, here I am at that one moment of this, even though it's something I needed to hear, is like, man, I'm hanging up the mic. I'm done. This just happened. And I felt like at that moment, I didn't see the other side of the fence at that moment. But you was like, "No, I'm gonna give you time. I'm gonna let you huff and puff, but we got to get down to business on Monday."
Yeah, man, I'm glad because I didn't want to come off that like that, right? But I do wanted to say when people when things happen to them like that, and I don't want to get in depth because that's your story to tell. A lot of people think their life is over. They think, oh, I can't do nothing. They think,
Yeah.
oh, I'm just going to get sponge baths from nurses and I got to eat out of a straw and I got to sip mush. And then they think it's done. They think their life is going to be this medical thing. And I'm like, no, you can still,
Yes.
yeah, your life ain't over. I don't care what they cut out of you, what amputate. It does. You can still get around and live your life straight up.
And then the humor side is you lost a leg, not your voice.
Yes, exactly, exactly. You know what I mean? So
The
it's like,
funniest part about podcasts is you're sitting down anyway, when nobody had ever noticed it until I publicly made it a public knowance that I had a whole leg amputation.
exactly,
And I was like, bro, why are you hiding behind this? There's people with no legs out here doing stuff. There's people with no limbs at all. Like, thank God. It's like knock on wood. Hello, you still have a reason to keep going.
exactly, exactly. So yeah, and I have disabilities myself. I ain't told my story, but I got issues. I'm gonna tell this part. I'm actually a miracle baby. I was actually not supposed to be here, but thank God, 43 years later, I'm still alive. I know I don't look 43, but I'm 43 years old, and yeah, and I got issues too. That's why I know it's up here, man. Mind over matter. I did the push-up challenge and stuff. People was like, "Whoa, I didn't even know you da da da." Because life ain't over. Life ain't over. You got to
Right.
keep going. You got to keep. If anything happened to me tomorrow and I'm still alive, if they ain't did nothing to this right here, I'm gonna get it.
Yes, man, I love it. And that's the thing about having, a great support system, a village of people. Like, they'll give you a day or two, like, okay, I don't let you sit there. I don't let you mope. I don't let you, cry like a little baby. But now I'm gonna need you to get it together. You gotta pull yourself back out the gutter. And then, fast forward to when I went to the transition of the rebrand, you was the first person that I called, you know, in the midst of a situation when I'm like, what do I do from this point on? I'm like, I felt like, in a sense, I could have kept going. Like me and you had that discussion. It was like I could have still gone because that was who I built it off of doing that. I've noted a lot, but it was just like it just didn't feel the same knowing that it was legally owned by somebody else.
Yeah, and they put a stop to it. But shoot, DJ Steady, that's you. So can't nobody stop. They can stop who they want, but who they want is still DJ Steady, and you still doing it. Still giving people what they
You
want.
feel me? I'm still gonna give the people. I'm still standing on the right, leaning
Yes,
on the left. I'm still that guy. I'm still 10 toes down.
amen.
You dig? Want to shout out to my people in the comment section in case y'all thought that y'all was being overlooked. I see everything new, new, new. Miss New News in the building, sending love
Shout
to
out.
the show. And of course, we got my manager Kiki. She's tuning in, let me know that amputation doesn't stop nothing. And she reminds me of that every day. That it
Yeah,
doesn't. So
salute to
salute to
her.
you.
It doesn't.
Absolutely. Now that we got all the politics and all the professional stuff out, talk to the people, man. How are you mentally today?
Today I'm better in this moment than I was earlier. I'm gonna say that, but that's neither here nor there. It's just doing this show, talking to you is giving me some energy, making me feel good. And man, people need to take their mental health seriously. You know, um,
Yes,
got to take
I
time
agree.
to make sure you good. Uh, yeah, and I also want to say for anybody that's listening, if you need more more publicity, more marketing for what you have, more exposure on different platforms, on blogs. You need a press release out, you need an EPK, you need all that. Come to me, Jonathan Coleman of the Media Blast PR. Email me at info@themediablast.net. You can hit me up on Instagram at JAYFORNOW. Can't say J for now because people just put J, the number 4, and just put now and spell it differently. So I got to spell it out. JAYFORNOW for on Instagram. And that's also me on Threads too. Facebook, I'm back on Facebook, but you're only gonna see about 50 people on my page now. So they were like, yo, you promote people and you got 50 people, but they shut my page down. I gotta start all the way back over. And people are just now finding it and all that.
Yo, I hate that for us, right? It's you can build all this and some kind of way it's like a game of Jenga and somebody just comes along and just pulls that one unlucky block and everything comes
Yes.
crashing down. And you have to go, but I didn't lose my business. I just lost my social media
Yes.
presence that a stab made more, because when you want to present it to people, that's the first thing people are going to grab is their phones and they're going to look for that. So when you go 50 people, but you just told me you don't work with over 100,000s or thousands and so forth. And now it's kind of hard to give the impression of what you done said. And then somebody like me that's gonna go that'll vouch and go, he's legit. I can tell you he's legit, the guy. And they're gonna go, but then they look at my presence and go, but you ain't got
You
numbers
got to
like that
start over.
neither. So it's hard when you playing Monopoly in this media
Yeah,
game.
yes, ma'am. I want to say Miss Nunu is Jonathan Coleman, but Jay for now is the Instagram handle. But definitely thank you for the shout out on this YouTube. She looking at it all.
Yes.
Also for you,
Jumped on the
check us out on YouTube too at the official Media Blast. Yeah, at the official Media Blast on YouTube. Definitely check us out, Miss Nunu. You follow us, we'll follow you back. I got Sharika E doing the introduction. So if you do check out the page and you don't see me on there immediately, it's still us. It's still the Media Blast. It's still the company. So definitely would love to. That's your manager, right? No, somebody else was your manager.
right.
Okay,
Kiki's the manager. Nunu, that's my support. That's research and
okay,
development and emotional support
good, good.
team.
It's always good to have a good team and supporting you in the comment section. Yes, yes,
Absolutely, man. It's been a long journey. Just to look back and go, here we are 3 years later, still doing this thing. And, you know, it would be the moments where when you was reaching out and he's like, hey man, I see you back. I didn't see you build up the momentum. I'm ready to work again. And I'm like, am I my question to myself be like, am I ready? Now I gotta ask myself, steady, are you ready? Are you ready? Because what I know what you're capable of doing, and I know how you're gonna help me reach that next level. Because that's all I'm talking about is elevation. And man, and I've never been too cocky to be like, I want to be this, this, and that. But I feel like for my craft, I'm the
yes.
king of this. Like I run this. When I do it, I can get in my
New king
bag
of
for
the
real.
late night, man. That's your new moniker, DJ Steady, the new king of late night. You should have an axe going through Stephen Colbert and got your face on top of something like that. Because you the new king of late night. Straight up.
Oh, you wait till we do the clips of this. We're
Put
gonna
it
put that
out.
one
Make
out.
sure you tag me. Make sure you tag me on all platforms.
I love it. No, I love the energy, right? Because when I first really, really started doing podcasts, before I really took myself serious, my uncle had already crowned me the king of podcasts. So whenever he'd come around, he'd be like, "What up, king of podcasts?" And I'd be kind of looking like, "Huh?" But then you go, "Oh, that's me. Like
You
I'm really
really
doing
doing
this."
it.
Because again, it was like 5 years now into it, and I still approach it. I think that's the love I have for it now. Is every time I approach it, I still approach it like it's my first time doing it, and I'm fresh on the
Yes.
scene. Because it doesn't become business. It When you love what you do, you can just do
Exactly.
it.
Amen. Amen. Yeah, because yeah, man, this your calling, man. You're in your element. This is what you meant to do. I mean, you got other talents, of course, but you're home when you do the podcast.
Right. That's what I tell my friend like Nuno. We're talking all the time, and I'm just like, I'm made for this. You know what I'm saying? This was like it's tatted on my arm,
Made for it.
like I'm that made.
Yes.
you know, And, just like we talked about the late nights from the past to the present, that's the stuff I grew up looking at. That's what got me into building this world was like watching people like that. And then there was the daytime, with the Mauries and the Jerry
Mhm.
Springers and the Sally Jesse Raphaels and Montel Williams and so
Mhm.
forth. So it was like for me, it's like when I get on this mic, I'm channeling all that energy, like the unfilteredness, the rawness. Like I said, I just don't do all that violent. We ain't got to get on there and brag and call people out. I'm not doing all that. There's a way that we're gonna handle certain things on a mental
Yeah.
health level without being belligerent.
Exactly. And even if you did use it for beef, use it for leverage to get some more followers. And you could be classy.
That's
You
all
can
I'm
be
saying.
classy with the beef too.
Exactly.
Shoot.
It's gonna be scripted, beef people. Here's
Oh,
your scripts. This is how it's gonna go for that episode.
they can
Okay.
really hate me. I'll put that up as a clip and get more followers. I mean, that'd be my favorite clip. Them talking shit about me because they're promoting me too.
Exactly. Oh, believe me, I got an episode like that that happened like that where it actually became a whole Jerry Springer moment, and then I'm sitting there letting it go on, and I go, there's the debate in your mind where you go, do I keep this or do I delete this? Because they really beefing, but it's making such great
Yes,
content.
yes. As
So I
long as
kept it.
nobody died, it was all good.
Right. We're gonna leave it at we're gonna put a bullet point. We're gonna put a pin
Oh,
in that
somebody
part.
died. Oh
Yeah.
well.
But I mean, not related to the situation, but God rest the soul, a young lady over time, like she did pass
Oh
away. And I felt horrible in that moment because I'm like, yeah, that you got that episode in archives
yeah.
of like, yeah. But it wasn't related. Let me clear the record. That wasn't related, and I don't want to stir up no pots. See, all it takes is that one little segment right there will kill your whole empire. Oh, you done killed somebody on your
But the way
podcast?
things are now, people might go, "Yo, that's the dude. Somebody died on the store. I'm gonna check it out." How people think now.
You know. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, moving away from that, man. So, what else you got going on? What else that the people don't know, but from the man with
Oh
many
yeah,
hats?
king with many crowns, such as yourself too. I first of all, I want to plug again, saying if anybody needs more publicity, more more articles on different blogs, websites, newsletters, email blasts, you want to get connected with many other different media platforms and outlets, definitely reach out to your public relations specialist number one, Jonathan Coleman of the Media Blast PR. Email me at info@themediablast.net. You can hit me up on Instagram at JayFornow at J for now on Instagram and Threads. I will follow you, but you follow me, I'll follow you back. I'm not one of those people, you know. But then this is what I want to talk about too. As I also do, I'm gonna say graphic novels because when you say comic books, it seems very people just automatically put their own little mind to it and they think a certain way. So I've published a graphic novel by the name of Masterpiece Publishing presents number one, A Ghost Named Ray, and it's available on MagCloud and it's also available on Patreon, patreon.com/Masterpiece Publishing. And you can also go to Instagram.com/Masterpiece Publishing as well. The book is about a young lady who lost her life and she gets to come back from the afterlife in the form of a ghost to hunt down her killer. So that's what it's about. Well, that's what the first story is about in the Masterpiece Publishing universe. And yeah, just read all about it. It's a supernatural murder mystery. You know.
Oh, I like supernatural murder mysteries. I can get into something like that. No,
Yes.
because I wrote my own post-apocalyptic, novel that I'm still waiting to get published, and I wrote my memoir of my life journey as well. So I got those on the way, people. In case y'all thought I just left it alone, because I'm really good at kind of getting the audience hyped up for it, and then it kind of fades away because I
Mm.
lose momentum. So I'm trying to keep working on, keep putting it out there. Definitely working on
Let's
that.
talk
And
offline, man.
I know we joked.
Oh, sorry. I mean,
Yeah, we definitely. No, you're good. No, we definitely need to chop it up about that. I was gonna say, secondly, I'm working on a dating game show that I plan on bringing to the podcast called Mute or Shoot. So if any single people out there want to be part of the Mute or Shoot podcast, feel free to email me at
definitely,
steadycompanylive@gmail.com.
definitely. Will they be able to check it on your Facebook or are they going YouTube? Where it's going to be at?
Yeah, it's gonna be everywhere. I'm taking it
Nice.
everywhere. We going YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, and all those major places. I'm trying to be out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to accomplish it all. I feel like you're not done until you're done, and I ain't
Yes,
done
yes.
yet.
You got to stay active. Stay. You got to stay on the court, man, and keep. Yeah, you can't retire, man. We can't do that. You know. Yeah, but like I said, with the graphic novel too, everybody definitely check that out. Masterpiece Publishing presents number one, A Ghost Named Ray. And there was something else that I wanted to add to that, but it'll come back to me. I guess I'll circle back around and and put that out.
Indeed.
Yeah. But oh, this is what I wanted to say. My brother Duty Designs. He's the one who did the visuals. He's a graphic designer. He did the visuals for the book, and his services is available. Anybody needs flyers, graphics, logos, anything. He's not going to do a whole book for you because he's backed up. But I mean, but you can negotiate that with him because he does my books. Plus, he has his own books. He also has a Kickstarter campaign out for his comic book titled Golden Chronicles #1 Silverback. Silverback. I didn't want to mess it up. I was going to call him 8 something or something like that. Which I didn't want to mess. I
Wow.
didn't want to butcher that.
Right.
Silverback. Definitely check it out. So he has a lot of backers for his Kickstarter campaign. So if you guys want to see that come out, hit me up and I'll give you the link. I can't shout it. I don't know it off top, but Kickstarter.com. Search Silverback or Golden Chronicles or Duty Designs or Christopher Coleman, and it should come up. It's about a black superhero. Uh, he's about a black superhero. I think he's a pit fighter, or he becomes a pit. I don't know the story like that. Only he can tell you the story. But yeah, waiting for it to come out. He also, like I said, he's the mastermind behind the visuals of our Masterpiece Publishing, A Ghost Named Ray story. And I know a lot of people love the visuals. They love the graphics. They loved how it's pieced together. But that's the man behind it, and he's got his own thing coming. Golden Chronicles #1, Silverback.
All right, people, y'all heard it here exclusively, you know, on Steady Company, live with DJ Steady and Company. See, we've been talking about stuff so much, and I get a little lost because there's so much excitement I
Yeah.
got going on. Y'all just don't know.
DJ said, DJ,
Man,
put your books in the
what's up?
Blacktopia group, man. I mean, I know they're not published yet, but put it, throw it out there, man. Throw it out in the universe.
Yeah,
Yes,
I definitely would do that. I appreciate
yes.
that. That's all I be waiting. I'm one of them people like I be waiting on the invitation to the table. That's all I need is the
Oh, come
invite.
on, man. Come, you already in the Blacktopia group. Add your people too. Miss Nunu.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Allura too. Allura came
Absolutely.
out to one of the community events we did several weeks ago, and yes, Allura
Okay.
came out. Allura Kane. Shout out to her. Got some great footage. Got some great things. It was an honor and pleasure having her out there.
Absolutely. Shout out to my sis, man. She's doing a lot, working on her journey too. And that's what one of the thing about building a community like this. I feel like this is the new FUBU in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like this is that new for us by us, brand building, where we control the narratives, we control who we will and will not accept to come at our events and our tables and stuff like that. Like it's just great. You know what I'm saying? To have this type of people present and doing stuff, even for somebody like me, again, like just looking for these outlets to be like, you know what, I'm gonna get in a podcast. And then, coming into the likes of someone like you who has been such a blessing to my career and, knowing you outside when the cameras is off and you're still a genuine human being, it's just
Thank you,
phenomenal.
man. I appreciate it, man. It's an honor and pleasure, building with you as well, man.
Like, 'cause because you got to think about it, right? There's me who was doing this like literally. That's why when we was talking now in the present, and I was like, I'm really trying not to go 7 days a week. But you was like, bruh, if you want your calendar filled, I'm telling you, just tell me the word, and I got your calendar dates going. And I'm sitting there, and it goes, why? And for me, it's one of them questions of lady, why are you playing yourself like that? You know you want to tell the man, yeah, like you just want to go ahead and say, yeah. But then it's just because well, it ain't really no excuse. I'm gonna say it there. Let me not lose myself in translation because it was just like I love it. Like I'm welcome to have whoever want to be the company, bring the company on. I will set the table. You just tell them to come
Oh
on, sit
yeah,
down.
definitely, man. I'm definitely slide some more people your way, man. Some heavy hitters. We got to get Twice back on too,
Let's
because Twice
go.
got a new record. He got a new single. It's off the album. It's still off the Far Away album, but it's All Over Me. All Over Me is the new single. He's pushing it. I'm working with his management. We getting it out there. Twice. I hit him up the other day. So yeah, love. We got to have Twice back on. All the way from Africa. Get them African
Yeah,
followers over here. Yeah,
Mr. International. You already know, folks. See,
the
that's what I
king
be
of
telling y'all people.
international
I really
midnight.
do this. Oh, he just really saucing me up, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. I love it, man. This dude is just really incredible. Like 'cause it just takes the will to want. And I say it like that. It just takes the will to want it. Like that old field of dreams. If you build it, they will come. Like I built this network and this brand, and I'm just waiting on them to just come and
Oh
have fun with
yes,
me.
true indeed, true indeed. Yeah, man, this is a great platform, man, and we really appreciate you for it.
Absolutely, man. Just quick little segue. It's just we lost some really great people in the entertainment this week. We lost again Malcolm Jamal Warner. We've lost Ozzy Osbourne, and we lost another great jazz musician. Like we
Chuck
lost quite a few
Mangione,
people, but it's just
Chuck
uh
Mangione.
correct. See what I'm saying? We lost them, and then it's just crazy how we're selective even in that moment of like, there's that 3, like, we just went with Malcolm, Ozzy, and then we went with that Chuck, and we lost, do I dare say his name? We lost allegedly a real American
Hell,
to
hell, Nate got
some,
another demon.
you know this is that moment where I know everybody from our network was restreaming when Booker T said it best.
Mhm.
Like, it just was crazy, and again, you go, "Sorry for your loss," but at that point, that one you could be like, "Yeah, we're
Yeah,
good, we're good. Our quota is full."
yeah. Ain't no more chairs in heaven anyway, and all he would do is try to throw it at somebody.
Yo, then you gotta imagine, right, for comedy purposes only, this Macho Man standing right there at the gate, like, "Oh, yeah, I'm waiting on you, brother. You think you was coming
Yeah,
up in here. I'm still the cream of the crop."
yeah.
Yo, I just wanted to get that out there, man. It's just be funny. Cause then I was telling my friends, like, you know what be funny in these moments? We'll sit there for the celebrity to be waiting on the holy trinity of 3 people to die in
I,
that 3-peat
when
sequence.
Malcolm Jamal Warner passed away, I was like, I wonder who the next two gonna be. I automatically,
I did,
that's sad. um,
but then you gotta go like pay the full. People die every day.
yeah,
We be waiting on celebrities like
I know. Oh
sovereignty.
man, was he on the death pool? Oh damn, I ain't get my money this week. So yeah,
Oh, it's just be hilarious at how things just go. And I'll just be sitting here as a person who has to be in tune with things of entertainment. And you go, should I say something about this or should I not? That's why I was loose. That's why I'm making it more of a comedy joke than actually be like, I'm giving my dearest sympathies. Because trust and believe, y'all don't think he deserved no sympathy from
that's how you get
it.
away with talking shit too. You make it a joke and you make it fun. Hey, I'm just joking. Oh,
Right. Because let's just be, I mean, I get it. He done great for wrestling. Yeah, we got that. Pip, pip, cheerio. Cool. But I think right now we'll be more devastated if it was The Undertaker or Stone Cold or
yeah,
even The
we be
Rock.
sad for that. We'll be there for that.
Crazy, man. I just say, yeah, it's just, that's how life works, though. Because you just be sitting back and be like, okay, we acknowledged it. Move on.
Mhm.
Are we really hurt? Are you really hurt? Like, only thing that
Mm.
hurt me was when Brother Malcolm died. I was like, we still can't get a Cosby Show marathon in honor of that? Like they gave a marathon of
Exactly.
Malcolm and Eddie, but no Cosby. I get it. I understand. We're not here to judge here, but
Oh yeah,
we're just
because of
talking
Cosby.
about Cliff Huxtable and Bill are 2 separate people.
Exactly. I want to say on my news feed on Facebook, I've seen nothing but Malcolm Jamal Warner clips, stuff that I didn't even know existed, little clips, little things here, things there. He did a lot of great things, not just an incredible actor, but also a poet, just an all
Yes,
overall performer. And I know, shout out to Mason Parker. He's actually Mason Parker is a member of Blacktopia as well. He had the honor of working with Malcolm Jamal Warner, and shout out to DJ. Having brain farts. DJ, the guy the DJ that does the intellectual petty radio, Joseph. I can't remember his DJ alias for whatever reason. As soon as we hang up, I'll know. I'll remember. He actually had Malcolm Jamal Warner on his show recently. Well, not recently. Yeah, probably last year. Actually, I had Malcolm Jamal Warner on his show, on his podcast. He's a member of Blacktopia as well. So definitely check out Intellectual Petty Radio. You know.
definitely pick them up, man. 'Cause,
Mhm.
life is precious. We say all that to say how precious life is. You can be here today and gone in an instant. So just love on your people while you can. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah,
all got our faults. We're not perfect, but we make strides towards perfection every day.
exactly. True indeed. True indeed.
So
That's
what
all
else
we
is
can do.
going on? What else is in your world? What else? You got the Blacktopia thing going on. You got this great comic book world going on. Like, when do you have time to just woosah? What's your downtime like?
I'm all in my calendar, so I do take mental health days. I used to be one of those team no sleep people. You can't do that. Plus
Yeah,
I'm an old man. I'm 43 years old, so I got to get me some sleep. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that team no sleep that mess you up. So you definitely got to take your mental health days. I don't necessarily set aside a particular day weekly. What I do is when I see my calendar, I go, okay, Thursday evening, that's when I could really sit down and unwind and chill. So that's how I do it. I pretty much go as I go.
indeed, I love that because if you don't take care of you, who else will?
Amen.
Then
I
there'll be
do.
another. What's up? You do what?
I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Nah,
You
you
was
good. I was just going on my rant of saying because if something happened to me or you, then there'll just be another podcaster doing an in remembrance of moment. And that's all.
and be fucking the show up too. They won't do it as good as us. We should do
Thank
our
you.
own in memoriam to us. So when I pass away, I need to come back and do the show myself and honor myself, and then go back in the casket.
All right, so yo, that should if we're gonna talk about that off camera. I feel like I got an idea of that. Like, we charge people for that. Like, you want to go ahead and do your own virtual obituary podcast? We'll make that happen for you.
Exactly. Speak from the heavens, because we'll be in the real one, not the one Hulk Hogan's gonna be
Yo,
at.
because then you made me think about the Coming to America sequel where James Earl Jones, who played King Joffrey Jafar, gave himself
Yes,
his own funeral and then died at his funeral. And then what, like couple of months later, like he dies for real. And I'm like, ain't that crazy?
that's something. Yeah.
Like, no,
But
man.
sometimes you got to give yourself flowers.
You do. It's a thing that I feel like we more now. We talk about traumas and all the unspoken stuff, but when do we ever talk about the sunshine moments? Those moments where we really out here doing something great. Like, I tell you, I'm just an average guy, but when I get on this mic and I become DJ Steady, I'm the king.
Amen. King of International Late Night.
I just love that moniker now. That is definitely the moniker. That's a nice ring to it, Feel so
Yes,
proud.
sir.
But it's all love, man. No, it's just and then I go through my YouTube channel and I'm looking back at all the stuff I've done in like 5 years. And I know What the Stuff podcast, one of my brethrens just celebrated his 200th episode of his
Congratulations.
career. And I go, I got over 300 episodes and
Got to
and I'm not
celebrate.
saying that to make a different, to compete or nothing like that, but I just say there's so much we do in this industry, and some of it goes unlooked. Like him at 200, me over 300, and all my brothers and sisters out there that drops content. Like it takes a lot to want to get up and do stuff.
It does.
I'd be like, look, I don't care if I get one like, two likes, couple shares. Like I've never prided myself on the numbers have to really matter. Like I never did that. I'm just a guy who loves being able to get on the mic and express how I feel, or maybe express how you feel, and somebody ain't gonna. What they say, if somebody had to say it, allow me to be the one to start
Yeah.
saying what need to be said.
Amen. No. But with the numbers, though, man, you could use that to get more sponsorships, get more advertisers.
I'm
You could
trying.
that you turn the numbers into profit.
I'm trying. Okay, it's hard out here for a pimp when you're trying to make the money for the rent.
Oh yeah, you got your team, man. You definitely got your team. Yeah.
What team? I gotta rebuild the team. I'm stop. You finna make me go my own little rant.
Oh, yeah, your team gonna be like, well, we can click.
I'm sorry, people. There will be a team meeting for live with DJ Steady and Company this Saturday at noon. For more information, feel free to email me at steadycompanylive@gmail.com.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
I just want to take that moment to pause. Y'all hear that thunder like I just heard that thunder. That's why y'all saw me just tense up like that.
Oh, it's thundering over there.
Yeah.
Cause you down in Florida, right?
Sir, I am in Houston, Texas.
Oh, that is right. That's right. I don't know.
But
I'm
shout out
still.
to
Yeah.
my Floridians.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Kiki, don't be coming for me. Don't be coming for me right now. Come for me in about 10 minutes after we
Mm.
wrap this up.
Definitely shout out to the team, man. Yeah, and I definitely thank them for watching. And like I said, they're welcome. Well, they're watching anyway because they're working with you, but they always welcome to come into the Blacktopia spaces and plug what they have going on as well. And continue to plug you too, because everybody definitely needs to check this platform out. You're giving opportunities to great people, and yeah, keep doing it, man. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. I want to take this time to thank you for taking time out your schedule to want to be part of my wonderful established network, my show. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we're always in talks, really daily basis. We're in talks. I was just so
Mhm.
honored when he was like, "Hey, man, I think I want to be a guest," and I'm like, "For real? Like, you want to come? Okay." Well, but let's make it happen. I will clear my
Yeah.
schedule.
And any other time in the future, man, if you want to have me on something just to have an opinion on something or want to get my perspective, I'm definitely willing to come through and bless the mic, man. I really appreciate it. And when I get started back with the session again, I'm definitely going to have you on.
Exactly. Yeah. I appreciate it. All love here. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I know I try to hate, but the way the weather conditions is getting, who knows what's about to happen in the next couple of minutes. So I just want to say thank everybody for tuning in. And if you're listening on whatever podcast platform that you get your audio form in, I want to thank you as well. You know, if you have any critiques or something that you feel, there's no judgment again, I'm dropping my email again. That's Steady Company Live, STEADY, Company Live at gmail.com. I would love to hear from you people. You know what I'm saying? I thank my brother right here for taking, like I said, for taking time to come be on the show. And we're gonna talk more and we're gonna handle some other business. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to let the people know that it's always love here on my network.
Amen, man. I appreciate it.
All right. Y'all heard that? So I'm already home, but I'm finna get up out of this virtual studio, for the sake of my grandma always taught me when God doing his work, you just sit down somewhere and let him do his work.
Amen.
So we're gonna be right back after these commercial breaks, and we're gonna close out.
Yes.
This episode of the podcast is proudly sponsored by Eventfully Yours, Sean. Your vision, your style, your event. Owner LaShawn, Sean Powell, brings your dreams to life with a wide variety of customizable event packages tailored to meet your every need. Whether it's an intimate gathering or a grand celebration, she's got you covered. For questions, quotes, or to start planning your next unforgettable event, email her at Sean at eventfullyyoursean.com. That's Eventfully Yours Sean, where your vision becomes your reality. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another live with DJ Steady and Company. Don't forget to have your pet spayed and neutered. I feel like that one
Definitely.
needed. I don't, this what happens when you grow up with too much daytime TV. You just start saying what you see on TV. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I'll stay tuned for more. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do some more. We're gonna do like the media, and we're gonna blast off. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yes.
it's a lot of black utopia things going on. You know.
Yes. Yes.
So I appreciate you, brother. We out. Y'all stay blessed.
Yes.
Good night.